I'll say it. I said it before, I'll say it again. This has got to be the gift of the year, because I cannot imagine you getting anything so beautiful, so exactly perfect for the season for anybody on your list at such an incredible price. When I look at this, and everybody agrees, our producers, everybody agrees, they see a $99 gift. Because you are getting your state cutting board, which has been so incredibly popular here in the past at HSN. We sell them out every season, every time we bring it out, but we've added to it. So not only can you get your favorite state with all the fun things to do in your state, all the fun spots in your state, you look at the evergreen state, whatever your state is, motto is, Texas Lone Star State, you're not only getting that, we also are throwing in a set of 4 etched coasters, and they form a little puzzle. So much fun and so practical. They're all made of bamboo, which is a renewable resource, and that's not enough. We're also adding the 4 cheese platter tools. So you get 2 of the little chisels, you get the little fork, you get the little spreader. All that is included. There's the state of Ohio. If you were to ever be able to put this together or make it yourself or whatever, we got $53. I think that's ridiculous. I think it's more like a $95, $99 gift. And it's bamboo. It's gonna last year after year after year, okay? Easy to clean, wipe it off, you're good to go. And think about it. I don't care if you're male, you're a female, you're a guy or a gal, you're old or young, you're gonna love this gift because it's gonna have your state, or maybe a state that you always wanted to go to, or a state that you visited. Now we had all the states, but we've sold out of some.
Where are we at now?
Well, we're gonna put our map up.
One.
Yeah, so the ones in red are gone, I believe.
Ooh, Maui.
We've got Utah. We've got, what's above Utah? I can't even see, I should know. Idaho, and I've never been there, so I forgot. Oklahoma is gone.
Oklahoma.
West Virginia, New Hampshire, Vermont, and 2 of the Hawaiian Islands. Maui and the Big Island. I visited both. It's a wonderful place, but we still have the other smaller islands if you want to grab those. Our special guest is Miss Carrie Miletto, who is really doing us very proud today because she's doing so many different things, and I know it's a lot, but it's that time of year. We want to find gifts for people.
Yes.
We want them to be unique. We don't want to spend $200 or $300 on everybody. We want something that somebody's going to look at and go, that's perfect. I couldn't even imagine having a gift like that.
I love when that happens.
And it's practical because you can use it every time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what I say. I love the versatility of it. And you're even seeing right now one of the great ways to use this, which is as decor. You can actually just put this right on the wall. That's where it can live, actually. So if you go, oh, I don't really have any room in my drawer, but I do have room on the wall, then this is great for that. So this can be used for presentational purposes by using this side. So this is where you have all your cities, your towns, you have all of the attractions, and maybe it's the state parks, or different cool plants that grow there, or animals that are from there. I just love how much detail we put into each and every state to make sure we got it just right. When we were a team of 25 out of California, each person took 5 or 6 states to be able to go and talk to people in those states to make sure that we really were representing that state properly. And you know what? Every time I see somebody see their state, I know that we've done a good job, because they go, wow, look at this, look at this. And even just Emily last hour was just like staring at Pennsylvania, and like we were talking, and we looked over because we're like, what is she doing? And you just kind of wander and you just glaze through, and you're like, this is so fun.
Educational too.
But that,
because you can see things you maybe even know about your own state.
Maybe there's a park you didn't know.
I got the Connecticut one. There's half the things I'm like, oh my gosh, I heard of that, but I've never been there, because it's not a big state. But
so did it put it on your list?
Oh,
now
totally.
You're like, oh, I have to do that.
It's like, all these different crazy things. There's just so many fun things in each state that you can celebrate.
Oh, totally. Yep. And then you flip over the board, and you've got an absolutely durable workspace to be able to cut all your, serve all your needs on this side, which I'm going to cut my orange with. But you're getting also the coasters. You're getting also the tools. This is an incredible deal put together, and and truly, everyone's been asking me all day, how did you guys do this? I am not exactly sure, but I do know that this is the time to get it, because the way that this came together is just so amazing, and this is really a gift to you for this holiday season, so that A, you can have something for your own kitchen, but then B, you can feel so confident giving this as a gift, whether it's a professional gift or to a friend or family member. They're gonna love you for this.
Well, it's super practical. practical because you can use one side to cut on, and you can use the other side to cut on as well. Just remember, if you're using a knife, eventually you're going to wear away the design. So a lot of people just flip it over. That's all they do.
Yeah.
I wanted to come over to the what we call the what you get, because I think it's very, very impressive. We've spread some of them out. We've got, obviously, New York. We've got Michigan. We've got all the coasters, everything out. Here's Pennsylvania up here. But this is how it comes. It comes in this really beautiful box, okay? And you'll see it comes like that. And you're gonna open up the box. We have it taped so it stays open. And then inside, you have the feature cutting board, whatever state is yours. You also have the 4 coasters, and look at how they even tie it with a little of that rope. It's just so well done. And then look at all the tools are laid right here for you as well. So everything is included. There's a little informational card inside. So really, they've thought of everything. I love the old school Pennsylvania, USA. It just kind of shows where this company's head is at. They're like, you know, things that were made the way things that were made that you can count on, right?
Yep.
You know, like back in the 50s and 60s when everything was made and it was made by hand and all that great stuff. So that's that. The value on this, like I said, we come up with 53, but not only me, but my producer, my director, they're all like, gosh, that's awful low. That is a really great gift for 50. That's a steal.
Agree.
At $53, that's a steal.
I agree.
At $99, that's a steal for what you're getting. And again, we have almost every state of the union is still available. We have a few of the Hawaiian states left. Some of the northern states up in New England are gone, but we'll keep you posted on that. But think about it. You could get this for mom, you could get this for dad, you could get it for your brother, your sister, anybody. What did I say before? If you live in a freaking state,
you can get one.
You can get a cutting board.
Listen, and you know what? Everybody loves their state.
I have 4, you know, because listen, Connecticut,
okay, yeah,
Arizona, Florida, and Vermont, because we have the house in Vermont, right? My brother does.
Exactly.
So I got one, and I tell you, my brother loves this. It's one of the best gifts I ever gave him. He's
I think you won on that one,
he loves stuff that he can hang in his, that's his little house. He saved up forever to get a little ski house.
Yeah.
And so we have all kinds of old posters, you know, things from like the 70s and 80s, which you weren't around, but I was. We have all this stuff there. And so a cutting board to hang in the kitchen, he's like, it's the coolest thing ever.
Coolest thing.
And it says all the Vermont sites, like there's you know, Vermont is like all the, you may not have known this, but there's a quarry up in Vermont, in Bennington. And a lot of the marble for New York City came from Vermont.
Correct.
And you see all the information about the quarries and the marble. They have a big obelisk there. It's really cool when you drive up there, because I've been there a lot. But those are the things that are cool that maybe you didn't even know about your own state, and you can find out on your cutting board.
And that's exactly what happens, you know. And I was looking, like, I'm from Florida originally, so I have a lot of stories, you know. And by the way, what you're looking at right now, as we move into January and as we do want to start making smarter choices, this doesn't have to just be charcuterie. This can be for breakfast. This can be vegetables and fruits. This can be,
sorry.
There you go.
I just put a wedge of cheese.
Okay, there we go. Now we're good. So, you know, yes, whatever you want to put on here, the thing is, this starts it off for you. This gives you a slate that is cool, because right away you already have something that catches attention because of how it's shaped, because of it's laser etched. So as you can see, as I'm looking through here, if someone's looking through here and they start moving a piece of fruit or something and they go, what is this? And they start revealing different pieces so that maybe they see, oh, Columbus, oh, this is Ohio. Oh, and everyone gets excited. So that's what happened. I had an impromptu kind of gathering the other night, and some girls came over, and I was telling you, I have 15 minutes. I took my board, my Georgia board, I threw some cheese and meat on it, threw some olives on it, in a matter of moments, it looked amazing. And it really wasn't something that I had to spend a lot of time on, because the board already elevated the look. And then the tools just can go right in your cheese or right in your dips.
The board makes it special.
It really does.
You know, and again, you know, I come from, you know, the restaurant background, and I also helped run the catering company. So we were all about presentation. You know, we'd have to, all this stuff, decorating all that stuff. So I know, I mean, this is what takes a regular little cheese plate and makes people feel special.
Well, you know what? We eat with our eyes.
My last girlfriend lived in Knoxville.
You know this. We eat with our eyes.
Haven't been back since. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was talking about Knoxville, girlfriend. The guy that's listening.
But Knoxville has a lot. You know what? I'll tell you this. I love the state. I mean, Tennessee is a great state.
Oh, it's so fun. I'm so close.
Much
I'm in
stuff
Atlanta.
To do there, and you got, you know, you got football and all that great stuff. But those
Have you been to Gatlinburg?
Those are, yes, I've been to Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg. I did all that stuff, man. And that's all on the board. They're all things, no matter where you're from or where you're going to, you're going to see all these great highlights. And that's what really makes it a great gift. Is I guarantee you, whoever opens this up,
that cheese is good.
Right?
Yeah.
Is that another? Whoever opens this gift up is going to go, that's a special gift because you're giving
really
it,
are.
that's my state.
Yes.
I love the fact that I can pull this out and be proud of my state and I can put all my stuff on it. It would make the perfect gift. In fact, Emily's over there and I love that. We've got like a little gift set up over there in that little basket.
Oh, yeah, take a peek at that.
Look at that.
Nobody's gonna have this too because the utensils that we did, ours don't even have the laser etching on them usually, so this is special for today. And so when you give this gift, they can't get this anywhere else. So I love that about this.
Yeah. You know what? We're actually hearing from our friends on Facebook, and I absolutely love that they're getting into this conversation with us because of the state pride. How easy it is to find that pride and want to give this as a gift. And we're hearing about Texas. I actually was laughing a little bit because one of our friends was talking about how it's a law in Texas. This is from Elizabeth. She says, it's a law in Texas that all residents possess and display Texas-themed decor. So there you go.
True. We got you covered.
Just obeying the law. That's all I'm doing is obeying the law. Well, that's Texas for you. It doesn't surprise us at all. But it allows you to celebrate part of your past, right? And part of your future. And if you want to get these, think about it. This is bamboo. This is going to last years.
Absolutely.
There's a good chance you're going to be handing this down to somebody. That's how long bamboo lasts. It's a renewable resource, which means it grows very, very fast. So it's one of the good trees that you want to use, or plants, I should say, because bamboo is a plant. It's grass, actually. And because it grows so quickly, it grows like a foot a day. The stuff is amazing. It's a great one for hardwood floors. It's great for cutting boards. It's great for all that stuff. So we thought about that too. You'll notice when you look at them, and we brought it up in our last show, that not every board is the same color. Bamboo is not like one color, okay? Bamboo has different shades, just like other trees do, right?
Yep.
So I love that because I think that's part of the personality because you don't know what you're gonna get.
Yes.
And if you and your neighbor get one, theirs may be completely different from the same state because they got a different part of the bamboo, which is cool.
A little variation, which I really like. But that also makes it special. You know, that means also that you know that we're not bleaching them, we're not doing weird things to them. We're really giving you something that is a sustainable, beautiful item, and that it has its uniqueness. You know, so that's why we pay more for furniture. It's why we pay more for different things. But I love also because it has that wood color, it goes with any motif. So this is a case of like you don't have to worry, will it go with their kitchen? Will it go with whatever? This is a neutral, it goes with everything. So you don't have to worry about someone's size, you don't have to worry about colorations, you don't have to worry about any of that stuff.
Age,
this is gonna be great, exactly.
Unisex, anybody who eats and wants to make something look nice will absolutely love this.
You know, and I'm always stressing about couples, because like you have to buy a gift for 2 people.
Oh my gosh,
what happened?
Look at the counter. Are you seeing it? So we're at 49,996.
Here, wait.
50,000.
Oh wait, here we go. Let's do a drink.
Yay, do the toast.
This is a sparkling cider, but it's okay. Here we go. Ooh.
Look at that.
Okay, and we're using our coasters.
I love that.
Here, take it. Let's do a cheers. 50,000 and going.
That's a huge deal. It really is. That's a wonderful deal.
How fun is this?
And remember that you're giving back to a really, really good company that really, you know, these are salt of the earth people that created this company. They've doubled in size. They all put their heart and soul into this. We had some footage that we showed earlier of these folks, and here it is. So you are proudly standing behind a really great American company, and if we did more of that in this country, we'd be in a lot better shape.
I've met the owner, I've met, you know, a lot of the team, and they are fantastic people, hearts on their sleeves, people who really care about giving you a really excellent product. This, again, we started with 25, and now we have 45. That's the laser etching process.
That's awesome.
So you were just seeing Joelle a moment ago who did all the designs. So after the team came back and said, this is what needs to be on the states, Joelle was the one who designed each board in each state and placed where everything was going to be. So what a fun job that is, Joelle, that you have. And then, and when it laser etches, I said it's like magic, but it also means it's not gonna disappear or flake or any of those kind of things. It is on there forever. Like,
well, and we said this board is probably gonna last you forever. I mean, it's bamboo. It's a super duper hardwood. It's great for a cutting board. I had a bamboo cutting board before we even did this a couple years ago, and I still have it. It's still there, but it's a smaller one. And remember, all the states are going to be different shapes, obviously, but we all made them sort of a unique standard size. So if you get Rhode Island, it's not going to be a 6x4, right? You're still going to get a sizable thing to be able to put stuff on.
That's why we realized, actually, John Florell, shout out to John Florell, who had a, you know, he says, I wish I could just buy all of them and put them together and make a big United States.
Yeah.
We've tried that, actually. Someone brought that up at one point, and we thought, oh my gosh, that would be amazing. but they don't fit. Because some of the states are smaller, and so we had to make them kind of a normal size, right? Because
and they have little squiggly, you gotta kind of estimate it.
We tried, but they won't. Maybe in the future we'll figure that out.
But that's funny because that's very John Florell.
Wouldn't that be amazing? He was like, I want to get them all and have a party and put all our states together.
It's a guy thing. It's a guy.
I know.
You know what it is? I want to put a puzzle together.
That's what
That's
it is.
what it is.
And so then we gave him this.
That's right.
Just 2 coasters
You can
for
use
now.
the coasters. All right, listen, we are extremely busy. As you saw, just went over 50,000 people. If you'd like to order this, you're not going to spend $42.95. It's $17 off of our price, which easily covers your shipping. If you get 3 sets of these, you'll have free shipping because we're doing spend $75 in your cart and you get free shipping. Everything in my show outside of that is also free shipping. And Emily's show too. We're doing everything free shipping. This, it's a few bucks, but our discount is $17. And by the way, we actually lowered the price even more before I actually got to it because I had my old sheet and it was actually a couple of dollars more expensive. So we want everybody to be able to get a great gift. And you know, there's a lot of $25 crappy gifts you can buy people, right?
Oh, yes.
The stores are full of them. And I don't mean, when I mean crappy, I'm just saying there's not a lot of thought into it. You know, there are things like, okay, how many keychains do I need? Oh, how many ties do I need? How many? You want something that's got personality. You want something that says, you know what, I put thought into this. And even though it's the only thought you have to put in is, hey, Joe's from Ohio.
Right.
Let's get him this Ohio cutting board.
And Joe's gonna love it.
And
Because
Joe's
he's gonna go,
gonna love
how
it,
did you, this
right?
is amazing. Exactly. The uniqueness of this and the fact that you can't get this just anywhere is really important. You can't get the utensils with the outline of the state and that home written on them, which to me is just that small little detail that just took something. We didn't have to put that on there. We've had the utensils without that on there, but we wanted it to have that connection.
It looks expensive.
Exactly.
Right? Exactly. It looks like when you were talking about wood in your home, because I'm a Florida guy that lives in a ski lodge in Florida.
Okay.
All right, I have leather furniture.
That.
I have a fireplace and I'll turn the air down to 60 just to have a fire every night. That's so crazy. But I love that richness of it, and I love the richness of how it looks. The display and what you get in the box, Emily will show you, is so impressive. People are going to open this up, Emily, and go, they must have spent $100.
That's exactly right. That's what I wanted to show you because I actually did an unboxing. I have Florida because we just recently moved to Florida for the job for HSN. And I'm so excited because when I opened it, to be able to explain to you the feeling of the unboxing, it was amazing. The box itself is gorgeous. And then of course you have the board, but then you get the knives. And then you see how beautifully wrapped and tied up this coaster set is. And you must have seen it, but I love that each is a surprise whenever you're breaking this open and you want to put it together because it is a little puzzle with the coasters. It is such an experience just to get this and open this that I think that no matter who you give this to, they're just going to be completely blown away. Don't you think, Guy? I mean,
we just toasted each other.
We just toasted.
I looked at my watch. I'm like, it's almost 5:30. So
having wine with Guy.
I officially gave myself permission to have a sip of wine.
That's
but
okay,
what we did, excuse me, I have a can of water right here. I'll put that down on the ground so it doesn't ruin the ambiance here. But what we did, and one of our wonderful staff did for us here, is we set it up and just kind of show you what the experience is like when you have something like this. It makes a beautiful centerpiece for a table.
Yep.
And it's, you know what I love too, Carrie, is the fact that it could be the first centerpiece, right? You could put this out when people are just having snacks.
Exactly.
Cheese, crackers, dips, all those different things, because you have all the tools.
Yep.
And then you can lift the cutting board away, and then you could put down whatever your next centerpiece. It could be candlelight. I just love that it gives you designing options for your main table.
Oh my gosh, yes. And that's all I'm ever looking for is like, what's a cool, fun item that I can put on the table when I'm entertaining? And you know, entertaining can just be me and my husband. I mean, so I love to wow him all the time. I think that it's super fun. I just love to, you know, and you guys know me, I'm always picturing my food. It's always online. So I love to like see how pretty I can make things, and presentation is everything. So it's, you know, we eat with our eyes first and then we go in, right? So the fact that this is just so entertaining to the eyes, it's gonna give you something that's so perfect and easy to decorate because it already starts off as something cool. So then you're just adding stuff onto it, and then it's just gonna up your, I would say ups the ante. It really gives you this like really professional look when you didn't really do anything but just pull out the board.
Yeah, it's like I said, I used to do restaurant parties all the time, and big thing was, okay, how are we gonna set this up? What is this gonna be? What station is this gonna be? Is this the hors d'oeuvres and the appetizers? And we would use all kinds of different things to decorate. These are perfect for your home because, I mean, think about it. You could have, like in my house, I have a main dining room table, but then I have a coffee table, like in, you know, TV's here, coffee table, fireplace. And that's where people would come and gather.
Okay.
And I had, believe it or not, I had a table actually made many, many years ago. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful wooden table that I had made by this local crafts guy.
I
It was
love
wonderful.
that.
And he did 2 end tables for me. But anyway, this is what I would put on that. I would put this in the center of the table, maybe put a couple of candles, small votives on either side, right? Because you don't want a big, make sure they're not scented, because you don't want to smell
Unless you're
vanilla
in
when
this
you're eating
setup here.
cheese.
Go ahead.
But I mean, that's as simple as it is.
It is simple.
And as to Carrie's point, as you're taking grapes or cheese or whatever off, you're revealing the incredible cutting board and all the fun little details about the
So fun.
state that you live in. So if it's my state, like we said, maybe it's Connecticut. There's all kinds of, there's rivers, you know, Connecticut's got a lot of rivers, a lot of lakes, all that stuff. We have Long Island Sound. You have all these different things that you can reflect on while you're doing it. They're great conversation pieces.
So fun.
There's things you may not even know about your own state. I've discovered stuff I didn't know.
Well, I'm from Florida originally, but I've lived in South Carolina. I live in Georgia now for the last 8 years. So I have and my husband's from Pennsylvania. My family's from New York and New Jersey. So I have and by the way, Long Island, I think we still have Long Island. Long Island is its own board. My family's from Long Island. I get it why it's its own board. We've consistently said we're not the same as New York.
Right.
You know, so you have your own board, and New York has its own board, and upstate New York is represented very properly as well. But you're talking about, you've got all your, islands we have left. Puerto Rico's still there, which I think is awesome, and Alaska. So wherever you find yourself,
We have
wherever
a couple
you...
of Hawaiian islands left, I think, right, Pat?
Right.
Okay.
We're still doing all right. So no Maui and no Big Island.
No Big Island, no Maui, but we have the other ones, which is what, Oahu and what's the other one?
Oh, Kauai?
And Kauai.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I'm proud of myself. I've never been to Hawaii yet, guys. I have to do that.
You gotta get out there.
I know.
It's a long trip.
My husband's
but
been bringing it up. I know.
I went to Big Island, went to the coffee plantations and all that stuff, man, like Kona coffee.
Oh,
my
it's
goodness. Yeah, it's
amazing.
pretty cool. And there's pineapples everywhere, pretty much. Yeah, so if you like pineapples and coffee, you're good to go.
This is
And
such a-
sugar cane.
There's pineapples
Just
everywhere.
take a big old bite of sugar.
I love it.
It's a beautiful place. It really is. It's just hard to get there, but you'll love it. But if you can't
Worth
ever
it.
get there,
You can
and
have a
your
board.
dream is to be on one of those other islands that are available, we have those available. It could be just a state that you've always loved.
An
How about this?
inspiration
What
board.
if it's your football team?
Oh,
I live in
yes!
Florida. Guess what I am? I'm a Los Angeles Rams fan. So
You
I could
totally
get
do
California and just
to represent your team.
and I could just put a Ram sticker on it. And
You
be like, "Oh, that's
totally
right."
could.
So you can
Oh.
gift this to anybody. Remember, it's
great.
not just one gift, okay? You get 4 coasters in the coaster rack. You get the actual state cutting board.
Stealing this back.
And then you also get the 4 tools to go along with it. Emily was saying earlier she's seen these tools. You see the little wooden handled tools at the stores, closeout stores?
Yeah.
$20 for a set of 4. We're throwing those in.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
In fact, I don't know I can't remember what today's special price was before, but I know it was very close to this.
It was pretty much
The same.
But it was just
But we
the state
added
with the
more,
coasters.
right.
So,
We added more.
You know, listen, we're just trying to give you more value. We're trying to give you something super special for this season. You know, last year was our first year here, and so this is it's kind of our first year anniversary with Totally Bamboo, and we went from 25 employees to 45 employees.
You were so excited when we were launching. I remember I talked to you.
You know why?
And you were
Because
like, oh my gosh, guy. And I think
the
you had a
coolest thing
sample.
ever.
And I was like, I've never seen anything like this anywhere.
Exactly. And then
Not
we just
like
keep
this.
upping it. We just keep adding to it. So with the utensils, the thing I want to point out is when you put them in your hand, they're super strong. Like this is bamboo handles, laser etched inside as well. And when you look at them, they even have the sharp edges. So this isn't just like, sometimes you see the
cut with them.
tools
Yep.
and they don't have the sharp edges. So they're just kind of dull. So you kind of like really break through the cheese. This is going to help you move through that cheese very nicely because each one has its sharp edges. So I just wanted to point that out. So this is a substantial utensil set. You're getting all 4, your wide plane, narrow plane, your fork, and your spade knife. So that's gonna allow you to do so much fun things. And I'm gonna take these coasters and put them back. Come on over and join us, Emily.
Hi.
Come join the party.
This is my Friday, you know, by the way. So I already feel like I may never get up from this chair. I may just sit here and have the party with you, but
We'll just hang out.
I love it. It's
I know,
so
I think
nice.
I still have to work though.
Isn't there, and by
With
the way, isn't there
shortbread.
something, and I'll use a big word here though, but very convivial, about having food like at a table on a really cool platter and everybody is just having a good time with a glass of wine? I mean,
It's the best.
And nobody's rich here, right? You can have this. For $25, you can feel like you're giving yourself the most wonderful evening. It's just by picking up little bits and pieces.
Yep.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah.
There's nothing better.
I keep thinking to myself that don't just think of Christmas and the holidays. Think beyond that. If somebody's getting married or they're having a
Oh
wedding,
my
there's
gosh.
so many reasons why you can.
Good point. It's
You
not just seasonal.
No, get it now.
Yeah, you got birthdays coming up. You want to give them
Such a
something
good
cool.
deal.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got coming up with you? Is it what I think it is?
It is.
Shortbread. Shortbread, that's coming up in a bit, but we've got